This is the perfect shirt to be wearing today because Elon Musk just hired somebody who is not just a part of the WEF, but a chairman at the WEF. Let me tell you what her description is in the WEF. But before I do that, let me show you the store. I'm showing you the anti-WEF stuff right away because that's what we all need to be wearing so they understand. You know, I think it really happened because I didn't get enough people to buy these shirts, right? If enough people bought them, Elon Musk would have known. He would have been like, oh, okay. But all seriousness, sold not for sale. We got the hoodies, we got the shirts, t-shirts, and we got the women's V-neck. We are about to get women's tank tops, according to my wife, and I'm going to fight her in order to get some men's tank tops as well, and we're gonna get some kid sizes as well. We're getting a whole bunch of stuff. Every single purchase helps us fight demonetization, helps them limiting our ad revenue for no apparent reason. Let's get right into it. And if you've bought something, thank you so much. You have no idea what it means to me. Thank you. Let's get right into it. So this is the lady. Her name is Linda Yaccarino. So I just wanted to show you this picture just so you can get acquainted with her. This was the first picture to start circulating because people were just like, WF, WF, WF. Like you can see it all around, right? You see what's going on here. You can see it in the background. Now, let's get into the actual hiring of her. So Elon Musk announced at on May 11th, 3:48 p.m. He's like excited to announce new CEO of X/Twitter. She will be starting in 6 weeks. My role, I will transition to executive chair and chief technology officer, overseeing products, software, and psyops. Ha ha ha. It's not funny. Not funny at all. Mr. Beast said, I call dibs if it doesn't work out. I think Mr. Beast should actually be the CEO. If you don't know who that is, he's like one of the greatest YouTubers ever to exist. But here's the proof. Let's get right into the proof. So it's not even just that she just works at the WF. She also works for NBC. He couldn't have picked a more left-leaning person. He really couldn't have picked a more left-leaning person. Now, I'm going to explain why he did that, but also, like, I barely even buy what I'm going to say, but I mean, like, I get it, I guess. I don't know. But she works for NBC, Universal Media. She's a chairman. She's right now executive chair at the World Economic Forum from January 2019 to present. And you all know what the World Economic Forum is. The person who posted this, they said, here come the shadow bans again. And Elon Musk actually chimed in and said that will not be the case. And I liked it, but I don't know if I can believe it. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Let's move on. This is her. So actually, before I show you guys this, right? If you don't notice right here, if you look closely, you see that there's a tear in this page, like a graphic tear. That person wanted to be nice and didn't want to show her like her contact info and everything, right? But it clearly says New York, United States. This woman is from New York. And if you don't know how New York has been for the past 3 years, it has been like a small Canada. And Canada has been like a small China. So that's where she's at with it. And now I'm going to show you a clip of her talking about her very New York ways as she tells people to mask up or pack up. I love when the elite has those little catchphrases for us.
Linda Yaccarino here, class of 1980. We're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about masking up or packing up. I promise you, we're doing good so far. Just keep your distance, get your hands washed often, get tested often, and wear your mask. That'll get us closer and closer to normal days. We are resilient. We are tough. Keep doing it. And we'll be back at Beaver Stadium before you know it. Mask up or pack up. We're almost there. We are.
I bet that was in 2020 where she's just like, 10 more days, guys. That's it. It's 2 weeks. Don't even worry about it. And then it's like 3 years later and people are like, I don't want to take my mask off. Anyway, I just show you that to show that's the camp that she's in. You know what I mean? Like, that's how she feels about things. There's actually another video I saw, or another tweet I saw of her. Oh, there it is. How fancy that. So proud to support this effort of getting vaxxed. So she's pushing that. Our Vax education initiative is a massive, complex undertaking, but the goal is pretty simple. Getting, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Great. I'm actually so upset about this. This sucks. But I don't just take this as the proof, just seeing a picture and everything like that. So I actually went and looked it up, and there she is. So she is actually that. She's a chairman, and the title that I was telling you guys about earlier is Global Advertising and Partnerships. Now, I mean, that's pretty speak for brainwashing. But but honestly, Elon Musk hired this woman because she understands partnerships. She understands advertising. That's what Twitter needs right now. They need advertising. They need advertisers to come to the platform so they can start paying creators, and the creators can start creating more, and they can start generating revenue. He wants this to be able to compete with the likes of Instagram and YouTube. That's what he's playing for. Could he have picked somebody else? I really think he could have. You know, I don't think he needed to pick somebody who's in the World Economic Forum. Now, here's the thing that I was thinking about before, because I like to think about things a little clear-headed. And just because somebody's a part of the World Economic Forum, does that mean that, you know, she's going to bring in their agenda and everything? Well, no. Right? She could just be like, this is the job and I'm just going to execute and make you some money, and I expect a bonus of millions of dollars, and that's it. But whether it's been France or Canada or New Zealand, wherever you see people who are in the World Economic Forum, whether it's the head of BlackRock or now the head of Twitter, wherever you see these people go, there's havoc, there's destruction, there's restrictions, there's a tightening around the people, and it's never good. It's always problems, always. And we are always the ones that suffer through it. So I get what he's doing because he wants to make money, and why not hire somebody who's capable? But he could have picked somebody else. And the fact that he didn't, in my mind, says a lot about him. A whole lot about him. Now, I know he's not in the WEF. You can't find him there or anything like that. I know that. But the fact that he decided to pick this woman, the fact that he's allowing her to be the CEO, it says volumes. Now, here's the thing. She's a CEO. It doesn't mean she's going to be able to affect change on the policy level, the moderation level. She's not going to be able to make it so everybody gets shadow banned. But here's the thing that she could do. She could say, Elon, I have just talked to partners, probably a lot of partners in the WEF, to be honest, and I have obtained advertising revenue to the tune of $2 billion a month. But every single advertiser says that they need something changed in the moderation policy. There's certain things on Twitter that they won't accept seeing. And this is what I'm hearing from all the partners, Elon. Now, we could become a company that's making $14 billion a year, and this is just to start, or we lose all these partners that I've just put on the table. What do you think he's going to do? Now, I know Elon's rich and that he has the money to just kind of fend through and just be like, no, and just keep paying. I know he could do that. But will he? You know what I mean? Just so we can say things uninterrupted? Is freedom of speech really that important to him? I don't know. Before this hiring, I would have said yes. But now that he's hired this woman, I don't know. I think this was a very poor decision. And who am I to say that Elon Musk is making a poor decision? I'm 33,000 subscribers. Like, I'm no one to say that. But I'm saying it nonetheless. There was other people he could have picked. There's other really capable people he could have picked. You know? He has the money to pretty much find anybody. He could have hired the former CEO of YouTube if he wanted. There's so many people. I'm not saying that's a good pick, but he literally has his pick of the litter. And he chose her. So we'll have to see where it all goes. But I would be surprised if it went in a really good way for the people. Now, I won't be surprised if it goes really well for Twitter. I won't be surprised at all. But I'd be really surprised if it went well for the people. But if it does, that's incredible. Because then there's people who will be able to make ad revenue. They'll be able to make livings. They'll be able to make extra money. They'll be able to be heard. Like, it'll be great. But like I said, every single place where you see these people, every single place where you see the World Economic Forum's tentacles, you hear about a need for restriction. You hear a need for censoring people. And it's all for our safety. And it's carbon tracking and climate change. And you guys don't understand. And you're the problem. And we have to fix this. And it's disaster. And it's apocalyptic. And it's dystopian. So, I don't use Twitter all that much. But, yeah, that's what I know about this so far. That out of all the people, there's only 1,000 members in the World Economic Forum. And he chose the chairman. So, there's no proof that Elon Musk is part of the WEF. No proof at all. And I wouldn't say that. But, there's obviously ties. So, take that as you will and pray for Tucker Carlson. Because his show is coming out there. We'll see how that goes. Pray for Tucker. Anyways, guys, other than that, I'm out.